The unsurpassed
Namo fundamental teacher Sakyamuni Buddha three times.
fundamental teacher Sakamana Buddha. Namo fundamental teacher Sakamana Buddha. Namo fundamental teacher Sakamana Buddha.
Okay, read the bottom one, go.
The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I've come to reach and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual meaning.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. All right, let's do this. Okay. Okay. Okay, Kaden, turn on your webcam. Go. Kaden Nguyễn, read the first one. Kaden, are you there? Go? Okay. That read the first one. Go. Đó.
Those who reborn as unfortunate spirits because of no selfish craving for their properties in a past life return to their homes and create an eerie atmosphere while lingering beyond the doors.
You are too near, so you have to be far apart. Otherwise, we echo. Còn hai đứa còn một cách xa ra chút xíu. Those who reborn as unfortunate spirits because of selfish craving for their property in a past life return to their home and create an eerie atmosphere while lingering beyond the door. So that means if the one who very selfish and craving in the past, that's why they be born as the unfortunate spirit. That means they are the spirit of ghosts, right? And they are due to their craving and selfish. Therefore, now that means if they are our relative, they will return to our home and they will clean on beyond the door, asking for help, asking for food. That's what it means. All right. Okay. All right. Annabelle, go to the next one, number 2.
They yearn for human food, but because of their past karma, their living relatives neglect to make offerings to them.
They yearn for human food. That means they want to have the human food. But because their past karma, that means the bad karma they create in the past, therefore their living relative, they care less about them. They don't even know their relative. That means the one who passed away, they don't even care for the passed away to make offering to them. That's why they be born into the ghost spirits. Okay, so we have to be very mindful. Thing. But this thing is because you are too young. Anyway, all right, runner.
Those who are compassionate, therefore, should remember their departed relatives and make offerings in their name. By the wholehearted transference of merits, the spirits will gratefully wish for the well-being of their living relatives who perform the virtuous deed.
See, do you understand what does it mean? Runner, can you help me to understand it?
I kind of understand it.
Okay, tell me what you understand. Can you?
No, not really.
Okay, those who are compassionate, therefore should remember, those who are compassionate, that means the one who's still alive, therefore should remember their departed relative. Their departed relative, that means the one who passed away, and make an offering to them, but in their name. That means when our loved one passed away, right? If we are compassionate, we should always remember them, and we should praying for them and make an offer to them in their name, in the departed name, right? The one who passed away, by the wholehearted transference of the marriage. That means if we use our wholehearted and transfer the merit that we generated, we have, and we just dedicate our merit to them, and to wish that they can be happy. That means the one who passed away be happy, and therefore the spirit, that means the departed one, that means the passed away, will gratefully wish for the well-being of their living relative. That means if we remember them and we make an offer to them, and they will be the one that wish and help us to have a happy life, who perform the meritorious deed. That means the meritorious deed. That means the good deed. That means who the one who perform good deed on behalf of their relatives, they will be enjoy with the good life, because the one that who passed away, that they always grateful to their living relative, and they will make sure the living relative will be enjoy with the good life. Okay, understand right now?
Yeah.
Okay, rồi. Christina Võ, you read number 4 for me. Thank you.
They should remember the spirits of their departed relatives who are not at peace with themselves and gathered in many places.
Okay. They should remember the spirit of their departed relatives who are not at peace with themselves and gathered in many places. What does this mean? It means that if the one who passed away, and they are due to their bad karma, due to their karma, and if the living relative do not pay attention to them, they will always not at peace. Okay, and they will be all over the place because they are suffer. They are terrified, right? They are very terrified. Therefore, we should remember them so we can pray for them. Do you understand? That's important. This is the Buddha teaching. So we remember that. So I will explain, because this to you, you will not know this, but I will explain every single one so you understand it. Catherine Đỗ, the top one.
In return, such spirits, thus remembered and satisfied, will eagerly wish for the well-being of their living relatives out of gratitude.
So when we remember the spirits, and we pray for them and we help them, and that's why they remembered and they satisfied it, and they will eagerly wish for the well-being of their living relative, out of their gratitude, because when we help them, and they always wish to for the well-being, because they always gratitude, right? They always grateful for whatever we did for them. That's why our life will be beautiful, will be happy, because we help them. Remember that. And remember, a lot of people in this world, they do not know this thing. Therefore, the one who passed away, especially in the COVID-19, okay? A lot of people die in the COVID-19. If no one care for them, and they will be suffer so much. Okay, if we know how to help them, we gain a lot of blessing. You understand? This kind of blessing, money cannot buy. All right. Okay, Nathan, you read this one, God. Nathan, turn on your webcam, God. Thank you.
Which one?
For their
For there is never plowing here, nor any cattle herding found, nor merchandising just the same, nor bartering for coins of gold. The spirits of the departed kin live there on the merits transferred to them.
Okay, do you know what does it mean? This means that the place, the spirits, it live, they know castle, that means they know nothing there. They know merchandise, that means no selling or no buying. That means when they when they say the merchandising, it means no market. There is no market for buying or selling, and that means they because they no market, no merchandise for trading, right? Therefore, they no corn of gold because they no use. Therefore, usually they live in the desert place. That's why the desert place they do not have those things. That's where the spirit always live. If our loved one, the living relative do not know about, remember them to help them, and they will live there, and they will live on other people to transfer the marriage. If no one transfer the marriage to them, and they will be hungry. You understand? And that's why we call the hungry ghosts. And how long they hungry? For many years, even 100 years. And the suffer of hunger is terrible. You understand? Okay. Patrick, read the next one. As water shower on the hill. Hello? Patrick? Cool. Read the next one. Go. Catherine, call your brother. Okay. Cool.
As water showered on the hill flows down to reach the hollow valve, so the merits transferred can serve the spirits of departed kin.
Okay.
Patrick's mic is broken.
No, okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. 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 Let me explain to you what's going on here. Okay, at the water shower, that means raining, right? On the hill, flow down to reach the hollow well. Hollow well, that means there is no obstacle, right? That means the water can run through, no problem. So the marriage that we have, the living being, that means the living relative who care about their loved one, the one who passed away, and willing to do good deed and transfer the merit from their good deed to the passed away, and that's how the spirit be able to enjoy the merit that we transfer, and that means they will be able to liberate from the suffering they are in. That is the most powerful. They will not endure any kind of suffering if we care for them. Okay, otherwise they will go through a lot of suffering, especially in this time. Okay. All right. Thank you. Serena.
As riverbeds, when full, can bear the water down to fill the sea, so the merits transferred can serve the spirits of the departed kin.
Okay. When we're talking about the river bed, that means the river. When the river full, right? That means the water is full in the river. And those water will eventually go down and fill in the sea. That means they will go to the ocean. Okay? That means the water never lasts, right? They will go to the ocean. The same thing when we have the marriage from our good deed, right? We transfer to them. Those things will not last. Okay, the marriage we transfer to them, it will not be. They will. Those marriage will not get lost, and the spirit definitely they will enjoy the merits that we give to them. That's how we serve them. That's how we care for them. That's how we show gratitude for the one who passed away. Because those one could help us, maybe could be our parent, could be whoever, right? Whoever that passed away, they one time they have a love and love and kindness and care for us. We always remember. Uh, so even though if we see someone that even the stranger, right? If we see the stranger, like the homeless, should we help the homeless? They are not our relative, but should we care for them? Food for the
Yes.
yeah, we should, right? The same thing here. Doesn't matter whoever passed away, but they don't have to be our relative. But if we have the love and kindness and compassion, we should use that love and kindness and compassion to all beings, not only focus on our relative. Then when we do that, due to our compassion and love and kindness, the blessing we have is numerous, it's unlimited, because the mind of compassion is unlimited. You understand? The marriage comes from the mind, not come from the material. Remember that. You have to remember that. Okay. All right. Christy Tran, what is you are both twin. So what is the first one? Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I know your name correctly. Christy Tran. Okay, what is the first one name con? What is your name con? Unmute con, unmute.
Con là Annie.
Annie. Okay, what is the second one? Con tên gì con? Unmute.
Con là Christy.
Oh, Christy and Annie. Okay. All right. Annie, you read number 10.
No weeping, nor yet sorrowing, nor any kind of
Mourning.
mourning helps the part ones
Whose
whose can remain acting those unhelpful to them.
Okay. Okay. No whipping, no yet sorrowing, no any kind of mourning. Help the part one who can remain acting thus unhelpful to them. Okay, who can remain? That means the living relative. Okay, that means the one who have no whipping, no yet sorrowing. That means they don't have any kind of emotion, or feeling toward the loved one, right? The departed one. That means the one who passed away. Then even though they help, because they don't have any loving kindness toward those help will not be helpful to those who remain. I think that's unhelpful to them. So we need to have the loving kindness when we want to help anyone. Those things have to come from the loving kindness. Okay. All right. Christine. Okay. Read it down.
But when this offering is given to those members of holy order, then it can serve them long in future and at once as well.
Okay, good. But when this offering is given to those members of the holy order, the holy order, that means the Buddha disciple. That means the Sangha, that means the monk or the nun who practice diligently and follow the Buddha teaching. And if we offer to this member, then the blessing we have that will serve that can serve us for a long time in the future. Okay, that means we will have the blessing for a long time, right? That's what it means. So when you make an offering to the holy order, that means the Buddha disciple or the monk or the Sangha in this world right now, then the blessing you gain is unbelievable. Remember, when we offer any kind of to whoever, to when we do the giving to the homeless, should we give? If the person who do the giving to the homeless with the good heart, and compared to the rich people, they also do the giving to the homeless, but they don't have the good heart. Which one will have the blessing more? Christy, do you know which one? The first one or the second one? Which one have the blessing more? Have more blessing? Do you understand the question? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me repeat the question one more time. Nathan, can you help me to answer this?
The first one,
Okay, why the first one?
because they have a good heart.
Yeah. But the first one, they have so little money, and when they give to the homeless, they give very little. How could they get the blessing? Compared to the millionaire, right? They can give a lot of stuff to the blessing and to the homeless. Why don't they get more blessing?
Because they don't have a good heart.
Yeah. Well, they do have blessing, but they do not have a lot of blessing because they don't have a good heart. And they do it because they want to have to become famous, right? They want to have a name for themselves. But the first one, when they do the giving, they don't care about those things. They only care for the needy one. The needy one, that means the homeless. That's why they have a lot of blessing. Remember that. Okay. Let me go through here. All right, thank you. Annabelle, did I ask you to read it yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead.
By offering alms to holy order in memory of the departed, the true path of action for relatives has thus been shown, and how high honor to depart ones and is done, and how the holy order can be given sustenance as well, and how great merit can be stored away by you.
Okay, by offering, let's say that when we in our family, right, we have someone pass away, that means they die, right, due to the COVID, whatever, right? And we offer the food to the Holy One, right, on behalf of their name, on behalf of the departed one, right? You understand so far? And when we do that, when we offer to the holy order, that means to the Sangha, to the monk, right? And we do that on their behalf. And the true path of action for the relative have such been so, that means we are the living relative. And we do that. That's so. What kind of so is it? How high honor to the departed one is done. That means when we offer that to the holy order in the memory of the departed one, that means we honor our departed one. You understand so far, Annabelle? Annabelle, you understand? So that means we honor our departed one, and that means we fully respect our loved one, the one who passed away, and how the order, the holy order, can be given substance as well, and how great marriage can be stored away by you. That means we store a lot of great marriage, and we have a lot of great marriage from this kind of offer, and for a long time. You understand? That's important. Christina, you understand so far? I just walk through every one of this. This is important. Hello. Serena, where's your sister? Serena,
I don't know.
can you call her? Okay, I walk you through everyone this. Okay, let's move on. Tina, read the first one. Can you read the first one?
When one sees with wisdom that all continent things are transient, he overcomes misery. This is the path to purity.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay. What does that mean? Hold on. Let me. I want to understand this mean. Yeah. All right. When one see which wisdom that all the component thing are transparent, he overcome the mystery. If this is the path to purity. So when we have wisdom, right, we see things with wisdom, and all the component that we see the truth of from those components, and we can overcome the mystery. For example, our body, right? It's impermanent, but we see as impermanent, and we do not, and we see because this is impermanent body, and we do not attach to it. Therefore, we can overcome the misery when it happened to us. We don't suffer. You understand? That's important. This is how it helps us to become purify ourselves. Okay, let's go to this thing here. Tina, read this one. Go. Oh, did I just call you?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. Darren.
When no one sees with wisdom that all component things are sorrowful, he overcomes misery. This is the path to purity.
Okay. When we have wisdom and we see our component things are sorrow, and we know that sorrow, that means suffer, right? And because those things, when we attach to it, we will suffer. Therefore, we do not attach because we have wisdom, right? Therefore, when things happen to us, we be able to overcome the misery. Misery, that means it's suffer, okay? We do not have suffer much, and this is how we purify our mind. Okay, we almost there, and I make sure that where your sister, Radna, Christina, you call her.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's do the meditation together. All right. Keep your neck straight, your back straight. Inhale and exhale to the nose. You count 1. Inhale and exhale to the nose. You count 2, and keep going. Don't hold your breath. If you see your monkey mind, do not play with them. Just go back to your inhale and exhale. Therefore, if you lose track of your counting, start from 1. All right, let's do it together quickly. Thank you. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Sit still and close your eye. Thank you. Sit still, close your eye ก่อน and do your inhale and exhale count 1. Okay, all right. Let's see. Serena, Ratner,
16.
Darren,
22.
Tina, Catherine, Annabelle, turn on your webcam con. Christine, đã, turn on your webcam con. Thank you. Okay, all right. Christy and Andy, right? Did I remember correctly? I don't have a good memory. How many con? Do you know?
Yeah.
How many you do the counting? Okay, it's okay. So each time when you do the meditation, you keep track of counting, so that help you to do focus. It help you to focus. Okay. All right, I will let you watch the video, and you will help me. Christina, help me to summarize the story. Thank you. Okay. All right.
We usually make a distinction between acute stress, chronic stress, and stress leading to burnout. Acute stress is the instinctive reaction to an impulse or trigger, for instance, when you're startled, or exam stress, or there's an imminent deadline, a near accident, or when you're winning a game. Now, this is the most common form of stress. It's perfectly normal and it will go away as soon as its cause disappears. Chronic stress is caused by resistance, by not accepting events that go on in your life. Even when there is no specific trigger, it will continue to bother you. It's a typical human phenomenon, often about matters that you cannot do anything about, for instance, fretting or being nervous for a presentation that is due 3 months from now, general anxiety, fear of failure, clashing with the corporate culture, a general economic crisis, a general feeling of insecurity, a chronic illness, and so on. Burnout is the result of a longer period of energy loss due to chronic stress and is often characterized by exhaustion and reduced flexibility. Stress is not always bad news. Positive stress, call it task tension, if you will help you lift your performance to a higher level. You need that form of stress to stand out from what is average, for instance, when delivering a presentation. However, trying to stand out permanently and always being on top of things is exhausting, to be avoided at all costs. Stress. What does it do to my body? Initially, our brain does not make the difference between a potential and a real threat. Everything we identify as fear causes the same physical reaction. A small portion of our brain, known as the amygdala, rapidly produces two stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol. Both are vital to boost our performance and to master the situation. In fact, your body is preparing itself to face two primitive reflexes, the fight or flight reflex. Picture this. You're hiking in the mountains with your family. You walk by one of those typical farmhouses, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a big barking dog comes running towards you. You can do two things: run away from the dog, or try to chase it away by shouting, stamping your feet, and frantically waving your arms. To do all of this, your hands and feet need extra energy. That's where these stress hormones come in. They take over and eliminate a number of bodily functions. Your digestive system will come to a halt, which explains why you stop eating when stressed. Breathing becomes faster and less deep. Your body temperature rises from the energy boost, which makes you sweat, lose sleep, and so on. When stress is chronic, these physical reactions linger, which is harmful for your body and will eventually cause permanent damage.
Tina, can you summarize? Tina, go ahead. You want to try it?
I don't like this.
Oh, you cannot hear the video? Okay, all right. Anyone try to help me out? Okay. All right, stress, right? There are three types of stress: acute stress, chronic stress, burnout stress, right? Acute stress, that means it's instant reaction. The stress is, for example, when we have the test, right, the exam coming up, and it's very stressful, right? So our reaction is instantly we get stressed. And so if we have the present, the deadline, right? The deadline coming up, we also get stressed, right? And these are the stress. It come and go, so it won't stay there. When the cause of the stress is gone, and we go back to normal. What about the chronic stress? That means the long-term stress. Do you know what is a chronic stress? Anyone? Annabelle, you know what is that?
Yeah.
The chronic stress. What is that? Book, do you want to try it, Book?
Nổi lam quế này.
Okay. Cook, you want to try it? Or you have a background noise? Helen, you want to try it? What is the chronic stress?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. The chronic stress, it means that when we, this is a long-term stress. That means, for example, we have the presentation. We need to prepare for the presentation in about 3 months, right? We have 3 months to prepare for that. That means during this 3 months, we have the stress. It lasts that long. And this we call the chronic stress. Or what happens if we own the debt, right? Is that very stressful when you have debt? Yeah, right? Why? Why you have stress when you have debt? Catherine.
Yes.
When you have debt, why you get stressed?
Why we have debt?
No, when we have debt, right? That means we own the money. Why do we get stressed?
Because you have to pay up for everything and all the pressures on you.
Mm-hmm. What happens if we lose job? We lost our job. Can we be able to pay the debt? No, we cannot be able to pay the debt. This is the chronic stress because this can last for a long time, right? It lasts very long. What about uh, the Q stress? Let's say that you have a competition, right, for the soccer game, right? Okay, when we have the soccer game or the competition, what kind of that stress? Is that the Q stress, or is that the chronic stress, or is that the burnout stress? Which one, Dylan? Dylan? Right now.
Yeah.
Okay, when we have the competition coming up, right? What kind of stress do you think that it would belong to? For the acute stress, that means the instant reaction, it's not last for long. Chronic stress, that means the stress it lasts for a while. The burnout stress is due to the chronic stress. That means we become exhausted. That's what we call burnout stress. So which one it will, when you have a competition, or which one it belongs to of the three?
The second stress.
Yeah, you can say second stress. And what about that? Let's say that you win the competition. What is that stress?
Burnout.
Yeah, no, you win the stress is that means at that moment your instant reaction to the win to the cup, right? That you just won, that is called the acute stress. That means the instant impulse reaction. That means instant reaction. That the burnout stress. That means it's due to the chronic stress for it lasts for some time, right? That is eventually it will lead us to the burnout. And this kind of stress usually, let's say, we okay. This kind of stress that if we own if we own the debt for a long time and we cannot be able to pay them, oh my goodness, it will drag us and it will burn out our energy. So now let me ask you a question here. What about parents? Do they have stress? Christy, at home, our parents, do they have stress?
Sometime.
Only sometime?
Yeah.
I thought a lot of time, not sometime. Anna, what do you think? At home, parents, do they have stress? No, Annabelle, I mean Annabelle.
Yes.
Catherine, why do they, what kind of stress that they have?
Wait, what?
What kind of stress the parent have?
They have to take care of the whole family.
They take care of their children, right? They have to, well, they have to take her to school. And what else they do? What else they do? Helen. Okay. Serena.
They gotta make money. They gotta clean the house. They gotta cook.
Yeah, that's right. And
they gotta basically do everything.
And they have to take care of you too, right? You're both too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that means they already have a lot of stress. And what else that what usually the children make the parent even more stressed, right? What kind of children did to make the parent become more stressed right now?
Yeah.
Okay, the parent already have a lot of stress, right? Just like Dylan list all the thing, right? So usually the children, what did the children do to make the parent even more stressed? Right now.
Maybe if they do something bad or get into trouble.
Yeah, well, for example, can you give me an example?
Like if they get in trouble at school in a fight or something.
Or when we do bad thing, or when we did a bad, when we got a bad grade, right, from school, maybe
Yeah.
they very stressful. Why we get a bad grade in school? Why, Dylan?
Because we didn't study or weren't paying attention.
All right, that son, that are you there? I mean, son.
Yeah.
Okay, son, are you there? Okay, all right. Andy, why did we get a bad grade on in our school, in our school work? Why?
Because we didn't pay attention.
Or maybe we play game too much, maybe, don't you think? That could be too, right? So that means add a lot of stress to our parents. Because our parents already have a lot of stress, then we should not add more stress to them. And how do we prevent that? We make sure ourselves do not add more stress to them. Christina, Christina. Okay, Phước, how do we prevent ourselves do not add more stress to them?
Make sure we study.
Yeah, we study and we listen to them, right? Otherwise, if we don't listen to them, they feel very sad. Okay, Serena, how do we make sure that we become the good children in the house?
We listen to our parents and do what they say.
Yeah, do whatever they say. and I always do good in school. Okay, that 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 means it give your parents a lot of. You can help them to release some of their stress. When you do good in school and you get the good grade, I think your parents will be happy. And if you listen to your parents as well, they will be happy, even though they have a lot of stress for themselves. But when they're happy, the stress will go away. That's important. That's how you become the good children. Nathan, you understand, Nathan? Nathan?
Yeah.
Okay. So to become the good children, that's how you can generate your blessing. If you don't become the good children, doesn't matter how smart you are. Do you think you have blessing? Catherine? Catherine?
What?
Let's say that even though we are very smart, right? But if we do not listen to our parents and we don't help them we don't do good, and that means we add more stress. Do you think you can gain a lot of blessing?
No.
No, doesn't matter how smart you are. No, we're not. We will create a bad deed. We will create a lot of bad karma, and that we lose a lot of blessing. Okay, instead of blessing, we pray trouble ourselves. So today I just introduce you about the stress. Next week I will let you see the video about depression. Nowadays in this world, the depression is the number one disease of disorder of the mental disorder. They are the number one disease in the world. And you know what? When the people have a lot of depression, the more stress you have, then it will eventually lead you to depress. And when you have a lot of depression, they will come to the point commit suicide. I heard the story There were the kid, she were ninth grade. No, she is ninth grade right now, and she commits suicide for herself. And luckily, the family be able to stop that before that come to worse. And you know what? She also said to the parent that I will do it next time. You see, because she lived in the depressed condition for a long time, no one helped them. No one helped her. So that's why I want to teach you the depression. You understand the depression, and I will teach you how the psychology, the Western psychology dealing with the depression, and I will teach you the Buddhist psychology, how the Buddhist psychology to deal with the depression. You understand? This is the very important teaching. Once you understand this, you know how to manage your emotion. If you be able to manage your own emotion, this is the wisdom coming. That means we are wise. If we don't know how to handle our emotion, do you think you are wise? No, you are not wise. But if you know how to manage your emotion in the positive way, that means you are wise. That means you have wisdom. You understand that, Tina?
Yeah.
Very important. Okay, all right, we stop right here. Okay, I hope you enjoy. Next week I will go through a lot of this thing. Then you will learn this thing at one. Okay, all right, huh? Put our palm together. Oh, before we do that. Hold on. Let me. Okay, all right. I don't know I have this or not. Oh, I do not have it. Okay, let me. Hmm. Uh, okay, sorry. Serena, go ahead, read this one, go.
May every living being, our minds as one and radiant with light, share the fruits of peace with heart of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity, may their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward, may all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise, may all become compassionate and wise.
All right, thank you, everyone. All right, let's stop right here. Okay, Christy, the two sisters, stay here. I will talk to you. All right, thank you. 1, 2, 3, go. Nam mô Di Đà Phật. Christy Nai Chiu, what happened to you? Why you join so late, con?
Oh, sorry, Tate. I was sewing clothes and I forgot to join.
Oh, come on. Next time, join early. So next week, I will teach you everyone about the depression. You need to learn this. So, okay.